Absolutely.
Yeah.
And nothing but hot Halloween outfits once again this year.
Oh, did you go down to the gay parade? Another showcase of flamboyant gay people just annoying the hell out of gay people that just want to kind of live their lives as, kind of normal, straight ahead. Well, not straight, but, go to work every day, just trying to earn a living, not really being flamboyant with their gayness.
Were there any problems down there?
I heard, on the news on the way in, a couple stabbings and stuff.
That was in Union Square?
With a flesh knife.
Repeatedly.
Repeatedly.
And they say, is it a victim if he continually backs into the offending weapon? Apparently was stabbed in the larynx as well. Stabbed in the tonsils, the face. His spine, his little backside.
It only ended when the weapon lost its rigidity.
He had a knife in each hand, one black, one white. He was having a knife slapped in his face.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess compared to the amount of people down there, not much trouble. But
there was a shooting somewhere in New York last night.
Of course,
I think Union Square
always.
Area. Not really. Philly, their shootings always.
Philadelphia, man. Oh, a couple of cops in one day.
A cop got shot in the head, trying to break up a robbery at a Dunkin' Donuts or something?
Yeah.
Was it a Dunkin' Donuts?
It's some convenience store, or was it a Dunkin' Donuts?
I'm not sure, but then the news said that it's the third police shooting, the third cop this week that got shot this week.
In Philly?
It's just open season.
Yeah, they don't know what to do down there in some of those neighborhoods. They're like encouraging just regular citizens to kind of help out. That's how desperate they are.
A couple of cop friends were over the house yesterday, and one of them's from Philly, and he was saying, it's ridiculous. There's nothing. I was telling him it's a losing battle because people scream that they need more police presence in an area, and then you give them the police presence, and they say that there's police brutality going on. So they want them out of the neighborhood. And then the cops try to do their job, and they wind up with a good possibility of going to jail, no matter what they do to try to get rid of some of the crime that's going on. So it's a losing proposition. I don't know. Whoever wants to be a cop these days, man, I don't know. We have this job where, all right, if we screw up, we get fired. Maybe a couple of people like Jimmy get arrested for a day and a half, 2 days. I'm not putting that in any,
no, you're right.
I'm sure it was traumatic and everything. But you take a job where you can actually, just doing your job, go to prison for the rest of your life. It's astonishing that anybody would want to do that. And a tip of the hat to the men in blue.
The men in blue.
And women.
No, not the women.
No. Just
the men.
Just the men in
pink.
blue.
Women in pink.
Little badge.
They ought to dress them in pink.
They should with frilly skirts.
They stop a perp and just say, "Could you wait here until a real police officer shows up?"
They give you a ticket and then they wash your windows.
Worse.
Oh, there's going to be some angry female cops.
Kidding.
Of course we're teasing. You're tough broads. Believe me, we remember back at NEW when they had to handcuff us.
Yeah, but we weren't in shape back then.
Nah.
I want another shot at that.
Working out now, bitch.
I want another shot at that. I see that old video with my beer belly rolling around the ground with that female broad.
I was winded getting out of my chair.
Yeah, I want another shot at it. Of course, we're talking about a bit we did where we had female cops come in and we were allowed to try to resist and get out of the studio.
See how fast they could handcuff us.
It was two broads.
Two broads.
And one shock jock.
Yep. And boy, they got me in a few seconds. They had my face in the carpet. Well, literally. I mean, quite literally, the carpet on the floor, and it was just, they were scraping it. I had a knee to the back of my neck, and instantly, I just put my hands behind my back. Like, all right, just cuff me.
Yeah.
You didn't know how to get out of it. See, in a situation like that, you have to yell, "There's cookies burning in the oven," and they just panic and run the other way.
They freak out.
And then they go, "Wait a minute.
Hubby's home, and dinner ain't ready.
Yeah.
Unless you want a black eye."
Let's say hi to Jason in North Carolina before we move on from the Halloween thing. Jason, what's up?
Hey, good morning, boys.
Good morning.
Hey, Anthony, what the fuck, man? Oh,
Hey, we want people to hear you, sir.
Whoa.
Hello, check 1 2. All right, go ahead, sir.
Go, Jason.
Halloween's like the best adult holiday there is, man. You can dress up and be whoever you want to be, like Himmler.
Well, no, see, you can't do that. It's a little politically incorrect. The second you start dressing like awful people from history, you get in trouble. Look what happened. Who was that, Prince Harry? Or Prince, I think Prince Harry at one point dressed like a...
You just can't go to school dressed like that.
No.
Yeah.
You can walk around the streets
Cartman.
however you want.
You can't really walk around as Hitler. You can't put on a Hitler costume and walk around and be like, hey, I'm going to a party. Someone's going to be offended. Someone's going to say something. Someone's probably going to punch you in the face and have a little mustache on their knuckle.
You better know a little bit of that karate.
How silly would Hitler doing karate look? Karate.
Yeah, you dress like that, you better have some skills.
Exactly.
A few skills. I don't know. This might not make sense anymore because Halloween has passed, but they did a whole thing yesterday that we didn't get to because we had an amazing radio show. Everyone is complimenting us.
My
fine
God.
Broadcast we did yesterday.
And a broadcast it was.
And unfortunately, we have to do it all over again today.
Yeah, you're only as good as your last show.
And by the way, for the people wondering, Erock is A-OK. Thumbs up. Thumbs up
really?
for the Erock.
Good.
Yeah, I read
For the Erock.
I read a few posts about the Erock situation.
Can we play that audio from the other side today? Sure. Because it was
Heaven?
It was like a it was like a lifetime moment.
It really was.
For a Shock Jock show, we had like kind of a lifetime moment yesterday with Erock.
We kind of got away from shock jockery for a moment, and Erock
Can we get that?
showed his sensitive side.
All right, we'll explain, but that'll be your tease, but Erock had a little breakdown yesterday.
Oh, look at him. He's like, oh, God.
And it has something to do with something we did on this side of the radio show. That's why we got to bring what happened yesterday over here to kind of wrap it up into a nice little package with a bow and all. Let's see if this makes sense. If not, we'll just move on.
That generally boys are Batman or Spider-Man or any number of costumes which seem to just be fine. It's the girls, all of their costumes, whether it's a nurse or a teacher or a police officer or a pirate, they all have these sort of sexy interpretations for young girls who are as young as 7 years old. One woman is saying that she just simply doesn't have choices, yet her son can be a ninja fighter and it's fine, but then she's got to explain to her daughter why she can't be Hannah Montana because the Hannah Montana costume comes with a short skirt and fishnet stockings.
Well, and what's wrong with that?
Is that what a Hannah Montana? Am I looking at the Hannah Montana?
I guess. I don't know.
That's fishnets.
Well, it is true. Like the costumes for the girls out there, no matter what age, they're all just sexy costumes.
Well, young girls, for some reason, want to dress
like Britney Spears,
like sluts.
Well, Britney Spears and Paris Hilton started that.
Yeah.
To the young girls, they think they're just dressing.
They're dressing up.
They're just, dressing nice.
They're not dressing in a costume and going, oh, I'm going to be so sexy and sexual.
They're not dressing in these costumes and looking into the mirror and going, wow, my ass looks good.
Yeah.
They just think it's what you're supposed to wear. It's just very normal. But
it's dress up.
But if you're a bit older, there's only one way to look at it. These are very sexy outfits. But for some reason, because of Britney Spears and Paris Hilton, this is completely acceptable for young women to wear.
Yeah. The fishnets, that's a little odd when you see them on some of these pictures.
Like on an 8-year-old, it's a bit strange.
Some of these pictures that are printed out.
Well, Danny found, like, you got a girl
costume shop
dressed kind of like a Harry Potter student, but
yeah,
but they sexed up the outfit. A girl dressed up like a little she-devil.
The she-devil. How old would you say she is?
She's 11.
How do you know?
I just know.
Oh, see, you see, I thought the she-devil was a little older.
See, I hang out.
What about Little Red Riding Hood?
I hang out with kids.
Little Red Riding Hood. How old?
All right, hold on. Where's Little Red Riding Hood? I know this is a. She's a bit older. She's about. I'm going to give her 14.
All right, would you hit that?
No. Absolutely not.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Absolutely not.
Of course not.
There's plenty to choose
against
from.
the law.
Plenty to choose from that are of legal age.
Depends on the state you're in.
Exactly.
No, I mean, that does nothing for me.
Well,
absolutely nothing.
State of frenzy.
state of frenzy. Here's more on the sexy outfit.
I mean, I do think there's a certain amount of projection here. I mean, little girls tend to wear skirts that tend to show their knees and stuff, and for us to say, oh, that's too sexy, you know. In other words,
you can tell when it looks like a hooker.
Right, and some of those, in those pictures we showed, some kind of did to me and some didn't.
It kind of sexualizes young girls. I mean, even the depictions on the...
All right, hold on a second.
All right, what's wrong with
this
guy?
This guy, check his computer. Check his computer.
Immediately.
I would, based on nothing more than past performance, past convictions. In my opinion, his computer should be checked because he protesteth too much. It's one of those things where it's like it's freaking him out so much that I think his computer should be looked into. How the hell do you... I understand you go, these things are a little too safe, but he's on the news, he's talking about it, it's sexualizing them, and I can't take it. I can't look at this. It's driving me crazy.
Well, history will show that you're pretty close to the truth, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
The guys that yell and scream the most are usually the
problems.
Yeah.
The problems. We will talk a little later about another Republican tripping over his own unit on his way to political greatness.
Bobby Big Rigger. What's up, Bobby?
Hey, long time no talk to you guys.
Yep.
For those who haven't lingered longer, would you be able to explain exactly how you can tell how old a girl is? 11 years old.
I don't use that skill on the underage.
No, he's just estimating.
Thanks, Bobby.
Based on a two-dimensional picture.
Bobby Big Rigger's just proving that he lingers longer.
I love that. What the hell is that saying for politicians? The two
Don't
things.
Get caught with a dead girl or a live boy.
Yeah, right. A dead girl or a live boy is a career ender.
Is that really a saying?
A live boy or a dead girl, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get into that after the break.
Dead boy acceptable.
Nate in Jersey.
Helpful, actually.
Nate? Nate?
Yeah, Dave.
Oh, sorry, Dave. What's up?
Dave, your name's Nate.
Yeah, Dave.
Nate.
All right, what's up, Nate?
Hey, I just wanted to say that my daughter came home with a letter the other day from school about the costumes that she was not allowed to wear. And they weren't allowed to wear anything that had blood or guts or might scare other children. These schools are ruining Halloween nowadays.
Yeah, I read about that one, too. There's some schools that were saying not only sexy clothes like that, but things that might disturb other students, might be a little too horrific for the sensitive little students. So
why do we go against nature and protect the weak always? I don't get it.
Well, that's what we're doing, and that's why we're raising a nation of weaklings, and
the Chinese are coming,
and we're doomed.
We're doomed.
The Chinese are so coming. They are so on their way to taking over the world. They're posturing for it.
Of course.
Like they're not trying to do anything yet, but they're like saving up. It's like the beginning of Monopoly. They're just kind of buying everything and waiting for you to land on their hotels on Boardwalk and go, oh boy, how'd that happen?
And we're just giving it to them at this point.
Yep.
You know, I thank you, Nate, because I was walking by a schoolyard yesterday on the way home, and I kind of took a peek into the schoolyard because I saw lots of costumes, right? And the thought I had as I was walking by was, these costumes are completely lame.
Yeah, they're not scary.
There's no creativity, and there's no, scariness to them anymore.
I think all the costumes, the kids should be dressed like flowers. Oh, look, another daffodil.
So you can't wear anything to school that's going to scare other kids, but the whole point of Halloween is to get kind of scary.
It's a scary holiday. You're supposed to hang scary things up. God forbid, please take down your nooses.
I don't know what's going on with the school system, but they are just lost.
They're trying so hard to be
lost.
This politically correct, everyone's okay, don't offend or scare anybody. And it's just raising a bunch of wusses.
All right, let's say hi to Joe in Philly. Joe, what's up?
Hey, guys. Love you guys. Love the show.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks.
Hey, anytime. Love it.
Yeah.
You're about to pick on poor Fatty here, but isn't it Povember?
Yeah, it is Povember. We're going to get into that.
But how do you start Povember without a little recap?
Well,
Erocktober.
Well, Erocktober ended in grand fashion.
It certainly did. What a finale.
There was a major breakdown on the other side of the radio show. We're going to give you that audio today because it was just amazing, and it's a great way to just kind of wrap up the whole Erocktober thing. And I'll tell you this much. It had something to do with Justine Jolie. You might say, who's Justine Jolie? Well, she was the penthouse pet that came in